My visitors came. Y'all say hey to Bright Eyes and Lucky. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I am so excited about today's video because we're diving into the world of fresh pet food. So in particular, we're talking about Viva Raw. I even got my purple on to represent for Viva. So if you've been wanting to switch to a raw pet food and you just didn't know which one to do, I got you. Today's the day. I'm gonna help you out. But before we begin, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Plus, if you wait to the very end, I have a very special discount code just for you to use on your first order. All right, let's begin. All right, so I want to kick things off with where the good stuff is actually coming from. So the thing that I love about Viva is that they really do take pride in sourcing high quality USDA inspected meat. In fact, they only get it from smaller farms. And what's even dope about it is that they get it from the same small farms that you and I used to eat when we're ordering at our favorite restaurants, or even that supply most of our favorite whole food stores. So that means no hormones, no antibiotics, just pure goodness for our pets. And here's the kicker. Viva Raw is certified humane through a third-party audit. And I love that because transparency is key in this company here. I haven't seen them waver from transparency since they began. That's the type of company I'm trying to support. And if you're thinking about switching your pet's food to raw, you want to make sure that it's coming from a company that's going to be open and honest, right? Now, when it comes to making the magic happen, Viva does everything in their own kitchens. I'm going to drop one more gem for you. They are the first and only that I'm aware of pet food company that's actually creating and preparing the food in a facility that also produces human food. So yeah, basically our pups' food is getting made where our food is getting made. They hand label each package while checking for quality, ensuring that our pup is going to get nothing but the best. And then everything from this company is fresh from farm to bowl. All right, now that we got that out the way, I want to talk about some reasons as to why you should be thinking about switching over to raw. Let me just give you a heads up. It's not for everybody. Not all three of my pups can handle it. But if you're thinking about it, I want you to consider these things. If your dog has been having trouble on kibble, like with inflammation, or if their energy levels have just been a little bit low and lackluster while they're on their dry kibble, or even their wet food, it's probably the ingredients. So if you're thinking about switching to a full fresh meal, this is going to help eliminate some of those things. And then one of the things that I love most, and I want you to keep this in mind when you're picking out a company that's going to provide your pet with fresh food, ask them what's their philosophy. Can you find it on their website? Is their focus on quality or quantity? Is their focus on quality ingredients or just some stuff that they put together? I mean, really think about it. Look at the back of the package. With Viva, I see that it's made in a clean facility. There are no chemicals. And then they also add superfoods like mushroom, green mussels, and wheatgrass to our pet's food, which is just going to create an even more happy and healthy belly. Now, the biggest concern, and I totally get it, or the biggest question I could say, is that people want to know, how do I properly switch my dog's food over to raw? And as a pet parent, you're asking the right question. When you order your first package from Viva, you're going to get this little instruction pamphlet here, and you can turn to the page that says making the switch, and they literally give you the breakdown of how you're going to make the switch from what they're currently eating to Viva Raw. Now, and it's a breeze because you're going to do it over 10 days. It's nothing sudden. First, you're going to start with a 25% raw food with their regular food, and then you're just going to gradually increase day to day over time, so that by the 10th day you are 100% all Viva dog food and no more of their former food. And then if the instructions here doesn't make sense to you, you can also go visit their website. They have this calculator, and it's going to really help you make the determination of what type of portion size you should be giving your pet. All right, now you decided that you're going to go with Viva. Good choice. Now you're trying to figure out, what are the results going to be? Is my dog going to get better? Is my cat going to feel better? Are things going to improve? I can only speak from my personal experience and the hundreds of reviews that's on Viva website, and everyone across the board says the same thing, that their dog's coat was getting shinier, their body composition was looking healthier, their energy levels were pretty stable all day compared to when they were on their previous food. And I think even when people switch over to raw pet food, it's just mind-blowing how switching it up to fresh, nutrition-packed food is just going to be a game changer in our pet's health. I'm going to be honest, at the end of the day, I just love Viva Raw pet food. They have truly earned a spot in my pet's bowl. I know making a switch can be a little worrisome, but don't worry. I think if you make a choice to go with Viva and you look at the multiple options, like they have chicken, they have beef, they have duck, they even have seasonal flavors, you can find something that particularly works for your pet. Now, let's say you have a picky eater. Even better. Inside of the Making the Switch pamphlet, Viva breaks down some tips to do for your picky eater. So you're going to go with a smaller amount, like 5 to 10% of the Viva, while you're still giving their old pet food. You're going to slowly but gradually increase from day to day, starting with like 5% all the way, maybe 10%. But if they're picky, I wouldn't push it. Just do it as a topper, along on top of their other dog food. Also adding a bone broth with this, just keeping it a variety for your pets so that they're not just shocked when they get this raw food. Everything needs to be gradual and see if they get on board with it. Now, sometimes the smell may be too much. If you want to gently just sear it for 3 to 5 minutes on the stove, that is also recommended. You can find that information here in their pamphlet. That's what I like to do just because they're used to fully cooked meals. So when they switched to raw, it was a little, they needed that sizzle, that smell, that searness in it just for their tummies to adjust well. And that worked perfectly fine for them. So just keep that in mind if you have a picky eater as well. So if you're considering making the switch and you have no idea which raw pet food you're going to go with, I suggest giving Viva a try. Now, here's where it gets really good. If you're thinking about placing your first order of Viva raw pet food, I'm going to give you my special code. And my code is pretty legit because you're going to get 20% off on your first order. Like, come on, win-win here, people. All you have to use is my name when you check out, Andretta. I'm also going to place the link in the description below so that way you can just click on it and take you straight there. It may apply automatically once you use my link. If it doesn't, then you have the backup for the code, Andretta, Andretta. So just use that at checkout. You're going to get an automatic 20% off on your first order. Winning! Just a little extra treat for your pet as well as our pockets. Trust me, I know. When you get a chance, I want you to come back here, share your Viva stories in the comments. Go ahead, hit the like button, and don't forget to use the discount code. I really want you to try it and see how it works out for your pet. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, pet pals. Until next time, keep those tails wagging, give your furry friends some love from me, and I'll see you in the next video.